Oh, diri lang sa ako, ha? Sige, boss. Sige, boss. Okay. Thank you.
Kaya, kita lang ko sa mga tao. Kaya ko, day.
Ingat po sila.
Ingat sila.
We are with Attorney Torion right now and hingin lang tayo ng quick update kung ano ang nangyari sa Supreme Court today. Attorney Torion, ano po ang update from the Supreme Court?
Well, we were able to file a petition for certiorari prohibition with prayer for preliminary injunction and TRO and mandatory injunction, no? In order for the respondents, government officials, no, to refrain from cooperating with the International Criminal Court, knowing that our membership therein has already been terminated as early as 2018, March 17, and the effectivity thereof pursuant to Article 217 of the said, what you call this charter, Rome Statute. It takes effect 1 year from the notification, written notification to the United Nations of such fact. And this became effective on March 17 of 2019. Para maintindihan po ng ating mga kababayan, ganito po yan eh. Tayo po, meron tayong sarili nating pamahalaan, meron tayong sarili pong sistema ng justisya. Kung meron tayong papaila ng kaso, meron naman tayong prosecutor's office, may Department of Justice tayo, meron naman tayong mga korte at meron tayong Korte Suprema, no? So in effect, we have sovereignty, we can govern our country and pursuant to the complementarity principle. What is that? The ICC only takes jurisdiction as a last resort when the national justice system is unable or unwilling, no, to assert jurisdiction.
Do we not have a working justice system at the moment?
We have a working justice system, and that is why, since we already terminated our membership with the ICC, and this became effective on March 17 of 2019, then the ICC should no longer exercise jurisdiction. There is an exception, yes. There is an exception under Article 217, paragraph 2. But the exception applies only when the matter under consideration, no, is with the ICC. Meaning, there is a matter under consideration. So there is a pending matter which is under consideration by the ICC. Question: was there a pending matter under consideration with the ICC as early as March 17 of 2019? There was none. Okay? Why? Because what was then done by the prosecutor, office of the prosecutor, was a unilateral action on the part of the office of the prosecutor to conduct a preliminary examination to look into the violations of PRRD vis-a-vis the war on drugs. Now, would that be considered as a matter under consideration? No, because the matter under consideration, in order for the ICC to have residual jurisdiction, is that it must be acted by the ICC as a court. It must be under judicial consideration. Yan yung matter under consideration. It must be under judicial consideration. The pre-trial chamber only ordered for the conduct of a investigation after March 17 of 2019. So, what is the effect therefore? The effect of that is that it was null and void because it was already after the fact when it already lost jurisdiction over the affairs in the Republic of the Philippines. Ganun lang po kasimple yun. Problema lang kasi nung this was discussed in the ICC, our government representatives may not have been able to argue on this matter, and that does not foreclose us from discussing it and arguing it in our own Supreme Court. And that is why that is our strongest argument. Why the Philippine government respondents have no more business in cooperating with the ICC because we have our own justice system. We should let our own justice system work and operate, and there is no more ground for the ICC to take jurisdiction on any affairs affecting the Republic of the Philippines.
Attorney Torion, if you're saying that we have a working justice system, why do we have this drama now being caused by an alleged ICC warrant of arrest? is there really a warrant of arrest issued by the ICC?
Well-
And what is the legal basis of PRRD's detention at Villamor Air Base now?
Actually, I was not shown the warrant of arrest. No, although on Facebook you could see some documents showing what appears to be a warrant of arrest, but this is a belated issuance of a warrant of arrest at a time when we are no longer a member of the ICC. So this is really a legal imbroglio which we must also look into. And we must assert our right as an independent country, as a sovereign nation, because we have our own laws, and here we are, a foreign entity imposing its own decisions, its own orders upon us. And the matter is, even made more complicated in the light of the fact that it is as if our own government, which is not anymore obligated to cooperate with the ICC, which is the one more excited to cooperate with the ICC. And as a matter of fact, I even have suspicions that it is through its, although this is not confirmed, but it is through its workings that the warrant of arrest has been issued, which is really a legal anomaly because since ICC has no more jurisdiction over affairs in the Republic of the Philippines, then it would have been incumbent upon our government officials to, no longer cooperate with them. But ang nangyayari nga iba, kaya nga dumulog tayo sa Korte Suprema para naman ipaalaala natin sa ating mga government officials na wala na talagang basihanan na makialam pa ang International Criminal Court dito po sa ating bansa.
Ano po ang aasahan natin sa pag-act ng Supreme Court dito sa petition na final natin, and how fast they can act on this one?
I'm hoping that they will really act right away because the people of the Philippines are watching, and that as to how fast, it really depends on the Supreme Court. It would only take the Chief Justice to act and issue a temporary restraining order, and the issue is resolved. At least for the moment, without the matter being decided on the merits yet. So we are hoping and praying that really we would be able to touch the hearts of the honorable justices of the Supreme Court, that they would really act right away, and if they would act while President Rodrigo Duterte is still within the territory of the Republic of the Philippines, the Supreme Court can still act.
Is there a possibility that PRRD will be flown to Netherlands? Kasi yun po ang maraming tanong ng sambayanan.
That is what they are doing now. A Learjet is accordingly being parked in the Villamor Air Base now, and allegedly there is already a flight mission approval going to Hague, Netherlands, and this is really disconcerting. And as a matter of fact, this is really questionable, because if you read Article 59 of the Rome Statute, I'm not conceding that we are still under the jurisdiction of the ICC, but granting ex argumenti gratia that ICC still has jurisdiction, they should look into Article 59, Section 2E of 3, Section 2.3 of Section 2C rather. Why? Because under Article 59 of the Rome Statute, if a person is arrested pursuant to a warrant of arrest of the ICC, the person arrested has the right to seek relief upon the competent authority in the custodial state. And in our case, that is the Philippines, and that competent authority, which is a court, will look into whether or not there are three matters that can be looked into. Number one, whether or not he is indeed covered by the warrant of arrest, or whether or not his rights are protected. So, and that whether or not there are no violations that have been committed against his rights. So, kaya nga, sa akin, palagay, sila General Torre, dapat magpunta muna sa korte, mag-apply muna doon ng petition doon sa korte, or payagan nila si President PRRD to have our petition be looked into. Kasi our petition really seeks a remedy pursuant to the expanded concept of certiorari under Article 8, Section 1. What is this? Under Article 8, Section 1 of the 1987 Constitution, the Supreme Court or the judiciary has the right to resolve not only actual controversy, but to look into other agencies or instrumentalities of the government, whether or not they have acted with grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack or excess of jurisdiction. So, dito kasi, yung continued cooperation on the part of the executive department, even without basis anymore, since we are no longer part of the ICC, nakikioperate pa rin sila, is a matter within the province of the expanded concept of certiorari. Pwede tingnan ng Supreme Court yun. Palagi pa rin sila, nagko-cooperate pa rin sila. Dinakip si PRRD na wala man lang pinakitang warrant. Proper ba yun? Hindi po pwede yun. Dapat dala-dala mo yung warrant. Hindi mo pwede basahan lang through your cellphone. Basahan mo. Hindi po pwede. May kopya ka ng warrant. At saka, pagkita ng kopya ng warrant, under Section 59 pala, Section 2, the competent authority of a local state, has the right to look into whether or not the three matters are not violated. One of which, whether the rights of the accused or the respondent have been respected. So, kailangan dudulog muna tayo sa korte. Okay? Yun sana ang gagawin ni General Torre. Alam mo, kakilala kami ni General Torre, no? Sana naman, General, makita nyo ito. Basa naman pag may time. Noong Article 59 po. Hindi ko sinasabi na effective pa yan. Pero since ini-insist ninyo na effective pa yun, may jurisdiction pa rin ng ICC, I do not conform to that kind of thinking. But granting for the sake of argument that you are right, okay, look into Article 59, Section 2 first, so that President Rodrigo Duterte can also avail of his legal remedies. After the court will determine, doon sa petition ko, na sa certiorari na meron pa palang jurisdiction ng ICC, we will accept it. But after a judicial proceeding shall have been conducted. Hindi yung ura-urada, like a thief in the night, in a blitzkrieg fashion. You will just take away our beloved president and whisk him away to Hague, Netherlands without him being given due process. No? So, maling-mali po.
Base naman po doon sa karanasan ninyo sa KOJC siege dati, na si General Torre din naman po ang nag-execute. Do you honestly think that he will also do harm sa ating dating Presidente Rodrigo Roa Duterte? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is capable of miracles. Baka naman hihikapin. Ano ba yan sa Tagalog? He will touch the heart of General Torre tonight, while he is sleeping. And he will give him a nightmare. And he will give him big chills tonight. And he will wake up one day, including General Marbil, and realize that there is this Article 59 in the very Rome Statute that they are trying to apply here, even if we insist that it is no longer effective here in our country. Then, all of a sudden, tama pala si Atty. Turin, kailangan dinulog tayo, baka magkakaso tayo nito. It may happen. Anything is possible in this world, and I am hoping and praying that they will listen to reason. Sir naman, please listen to reason. Meron pa pong mga remedies under the law na kailangan po ninyong i-follow bago ninyo i-whisk away si Presidente Rodrigo Duterte. Sunurin lang po natin yung rule of law. I-follow natin yung batas, maski yung batas na hindi na namin dapat sundin kasi hindi naman tayo party doon. Kung yun ang batas na pinaniniwalaan ninyo, then act pursuant to that law. And you will realize that if you will act pursuant to the Rome Statute, the respondent also has rights, still existing rights under the law. Kasi kung kami masunod, alam namin hindi kayo makikinig. Di basihan natin yung Biblia ninyo, yung Rome Statute. Basahin ninyo doon. Meron pa siyang karapatan na dumulog sa local courts po para madetermina kung yung mga karapatang pantao ba niya ay na respeto. Okay?
Can the Supreme Court consider this case as a special case and an urgent matter para po magkaroon sila ng special session even outside of office time hours?
That is our most ardent prayer. And that is our wish that the Supreme Court will act on it with speed and with dispatch so that the rights of my clients will be protected.
Ano na lang po, meron po ba kayong personal knowledge kung kumusta po ang kondisyon ni PRRD ngayon sa loob
Meron
ng
akong
Villamor?
personal knowledge kasi kanina, alam mo, pati pagpanotaryo, problema pa. Hindi kami, kasama ko si Attorney Vic Rodriguez at saka si Kuya Ipe Salvador. No? Pagpanotaryo lang ng verification, hindi kami pinapapasok. No? Nandun na nga si Ma'am Hanilet na misis ni President Rodrigo Duterte, nandun na. Tinulungan na kami para makapasok. No? Si Kuya Ipe, nandun na. Oo. Nag-assert na, notaryo lang. Hindi pinapasok. Binulyawan pa kami. Tapos, they would not listen to reason. So, nung finally, nagpayag sila na magtawag na lang kami via yung confirmation is via video call na lang, messenger call ata yun, a Viber call. Lumapit si Executive Secretary, former Executive Secretary Miguel Dea kay President Rodrigo Duterte. Nakita ko si Presidente Duterte po, nakahiga po at nagsabi sa amin, nag-shoot up daw yung blood pressure niya at saka sugar niya, mataas daw masyado. Kaya kailangan din niya na magpa-ospital. Basic right po yan ng tao, his right to health. Because his right to health is connected with his right to life. And right to life is the most primordial right above any and all rights. And whether you base it under the 1987 Constitution or under the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, that is a sacrosanct right. In Philippine blooming mills, that can only be defeated when there is a clear and present danger. Anong clear and present danger si Presidente Rodrigo Duterte? Nandun na sa kanilang custody. Bakit hindi nila ipadulog muna sa ospital? Kasi para naman makita siya mabigyan siya ng lunas, no? Pati yan hindi binigay sa kanya. Kaya parang gusto ko nang maniwala na parang nasa de facto martial law na ata tayo ngayon. Biruin mo, if you will read Republic Act 7438, no? What is that? That is the custodial investigation, rights of a person under custodial investigation, etc., etc. Don't you know, if you will read that law, that the right to counsel is at all times be respected. It should be respected at all times. So even if he is arrested or he is resting, if he wants his counsel to be there, at all times he should be there. Grabe kanina, mahirap, hindi kami makapasok. Pati pagpanotaryo, hindi nagagawa. So marami pong violation po ang nangyayari sa karapatang pantao po ni Presidente Rodrigo.
Attorney, I think we need to let you go and you need to keep in touch with PRRD now because according sa mga message sa comments po, sinasakay na daw si PRRD papuntang Netherlands.
Nasakay na?
Maraming salamat po. Thank you po.